हरि ओम्। आयातु वरदा देवी अक्षरं ब्रह्म संहितं गायत्री छन्दसां माता इदं ब्रह्म जुषस्वनः. Hari Om. This is the last lecture of Madhyama Vyayoga. We are completing Madhyama Vyayoga, and this Jnana Yajna we started from 5th of June, over 6 months, and not a single Sunday we have spared you people, and without a break this has been going on for last 6 months. So thank you all for your cooperation and your very positive encouragement and feedback. Of course, the feedback for this drama, I didn't get any questions, doubts or queries so far. So it was declared earlier that after completing the drama, I will take up the questions and the doubts. But since I didn't get any, we will just complete the drama. And before ending, of course, before starting, I should say, the next drama in the line will be Duta Ghatotkacha. Madhyama Vyayoga we are completing, and since we are introduced to the character of Ghatotkacha by Bhasa, a very adorable character, a charming and very obedient son of Hidimba and Bhimasena, Matrubhakta, So how he goes as an ambassador to the Kaurava king, Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana, and tries for the negotiating peace talks. Now this is nowhere mentioned by Mahakavi Vyasa, but what Vyasa cannot see, Bhasa can see. So from next time it will be Duta Ghatotkacha. Let us complete this Madhyama Vyayoga today. We were seeing last lecture that Ghatotkacha, because he has got a Maya Pasha from his mother, and therefore he makes use of that, and there is all Adbhutatva in the whole atmosphere. When he wants to do Achamana, sipping of the water, he just asks the Giri, Bho Gire Apastavad, and Giri starts oozing out the water, Achamya Mantram Japati, and then he says, Maya Pashena Baddhastvam Vivashaha Anugamishasi. I didn't comment on the word Vivasha last time, and so I thought of going back. It is Vivasha and not Avasha. The subtle difference here is Avasha, one who doesn't have control, Vashaha, Yasya, Nasti, Saha, but Vivashaha is Vigataha Vashaha. So it is not that Bhimasena is not capable of fighting back, but his fighting spirit has been taken away by Ghatotkacha by binding him in the Maya Pasha. So I think this is a very, these are the subtle nuances when the dramatist uses a particular word. It is up to us, the connoisseur, the reader, the critical reader, to look into the word and why that particular word has been used. In fact, here, if the meter is the problem, Avasha and Vivasha don't make any difference, because A is also Laghu and V is also Laghu. So it is not going to make a difference. So we have to read between these lines, between even every single word which the poet uses is so important. So that is how and why we can extract Dhvani from what the writer has to write. And then the Maya Pasha is not binding, because Bhimasena has Maheshwarat Labdha Prasadaha Maya Pasha Moksha Mantra, and therefore he releases himself. And then Ghatotkacha has no other go but to remind him, you have made an agreement with me that you will follow me. So please keep to your words. Samaya is agreement. Samaya is time basically, but the other meaning of Samaya is Siddhanta also. There is, Samaya of the Tantras and all that, it is called Samaya Matam, okay, Samayika. But Samaya also means an agreement or contract or deal, Pratidnya, Shapatha, all these are different shades of meaning. Purva Samayam Smara, Samayamiti, Esha Smarami. Bhimasena doesn't deny that he has made a contract. Gachhagrataha, I will follow you. First, when Ghatotkacha asked him to follow, Bhimasena says, Balatkarena mam naya yadi shaktirasti. I am not going to follow you like that. If you have power, please drag me with you. But now, after reminding of the Samaya, he says, yes, I have made a promise to you, I will follow you. Now, till there we had read last time, Ubhau parikramataha. Vruddha says, Putrakaha. That ka, that is out of affection, out of love, not putraha, putrakaha, all small young sons. Kim kurmaha ayam gacchati vrukodaraha. He feels sad that Bhimasena is going to die to save us. Ayam gacchati vrukodaraha. Akramya rakshasamimam jvaladugra roopam ugrena bahubalavirya gunena yuktam esha prayati shanakairavadhuya shigram asara varshamiva govrushabhasalilam. Vasanta Tilaka Vritta. So, esha prayati, esha vrukodaraha prayati, here he is going. Shanakaihi, like a lion, mandam padam nidhaya. Shanakaihi, shanaihi. And Govrushabha, like a Govrushabha, the best amongst the bulls. Govrushabha. Goshu Vrushabha Shrestha Paramaha Balavan Ityarthe. So he is Nararshabha. He is as, powerful as a bull. So he is a bull amongst the mane. So Govrushabha Salilam. Leelaya Sahitam Yathasyat Tatha. Okay. So Salilam is a Vaibhava. So Govrushabha Salilam Prayati. And how he is doing it? His gait is avadhuya asara varshamiva. Shighram asara varshamiva avadhuya. Avadhuya tiraskritya. Shaking aside. Not caring for. Disregarding. What? The continuous fall of asara, that is the showers of rain. Asara is dharapata. Parjanyapata. So, dhara sahasraihi yadyapi varshati parjanyaha tam dhara saram avadhuya tiraskritya yatha kaschana govrushabha prayati tatha ghatotkachena kritam dhara saram tiraskritya bhimasenaha eshaha prayati. And what is the dhara sara implemented by Ghatotkacha? There are 3-4 things, one after the other he has been trying to captivate and overpower Bhimasena by all his methods, The first, the Bahu Yuddha, then by talking and by that Maya Pasha and this and that. One after the other he has been trying to overpower Bhima, but tiraskritya, everything like peanuts for him, and just you are warding away some flies, sitting on your body like that. Bhimasena is warding off all that, disregarding his power and going like a Govrushabha. He is not caring in the least what Ghatotkacha wants to exhibit. And Ghatotkacha is not a Samanya person, he is Rakshasa. He is Rakshasa and Rakshasam Akramya Vijitya. Rakshasam imam Akramya Nama Vijitya. And how is this Rakshasa? Jwalad Ugra Roopam, who has a Ugra Roopa, a terrifying form, because he is burning with Krodha from inside. He is glowing and he is terrible, he is terrifying. So, this terrible form of Ghatotkacha, Tiraskritya, Akramyatad, and Ugrena Bahubala Virya Gunena Yuktam. It is not only the physical form which is like very terrifying, but he is equipped with Yuktam. He is endowed with the quality Gunayena. What is that Guna? Bahubala and Virya. Bahubala, the arm strength, because he is having a robust body, and Virya, that is Shaurya, his bravery. So Bahubalam cha Viryam cha Tabhyam Yuktam. Tabhyam Yuktam Sametam Etad Rakshasarupam Akramya Esha Vrukodaraha Go Vrishabhaiva Salilam Prayati. So in the same verse, Vriddha has described both Ghatotkacha and Bhimasena, how they look. They are like competent to each other, a Tulya Bala. Both are Tulya Bala. As the father, so is the son. Of course, he doesn't know it till, but we all know. Asara Varshamiva Go Vrishabhas Salilam. So nice Upama Alankara here. He's been compared to Go Vrishabha, and this I must say is a Purnopama because the Asara, etc., everything can be with Ghatotkacha. Ghatotkacha says, okay, Ubhau Parikram, go to certain around on the stage, and he perhaps reaches his residence, and therefore he wants to report to his mom that yes, I have brought a Manusha for you. So Tishtha, Iha Tishtha, Tvad Agamanam Ambayai Nivedayami. I shall report that you have come here to my mother. Badham, Gacha, okay, I'll stand here. I'm not going to run away from here. Badham, okay, Gacha, go and report. Then Ghatotkacha, Upasritya. Upasritya where? To his mother. Okay, Upasritya Mataram Amba Ayam Abhivadaye. Any time, hundreds of times you meet your parents, you have to do salutation. It's not that only one time after getting up in the morning, you just touch their feet and aham abhivadaye. Every time you encounter, every time you face your parents or any elderly people, aham abhivadaye. And then he says, Chira abhilashitaha bhavatya aharartham anitaha manushaha. Chirabhilashitaha manushaha anitaha. You have been aspiring to have a Manusha since long. You have been telling me, I want to do the Parana of my fast by eating a Manusha. So it is Chira Abhilashita. Abhilashita by whom? By you. Bhavatya Chira Abhilashitaha. For what? Aharartham. Anitaha Manushaha. I have brought this Manusha who has been coveted by you, longed by you, desired by you for a long time. Pravishya. So Hidimba enters now. Again, Hidimba's entry is suggested like this, that he goes and reports to his mother, and then comes Hidimba on the stage. Jata Chiranjeeva. This will happen on one corner of the stage. Other side, Bhimasena is standing, and here the Brahmana with his wife and 3 children, everybody is present on the stage. Okay? So, Jata Chiranjeeva. I mean, every elderly person has to bless. When the younger person salutes, it is a blessing. Jata Chiranjeeva. Anugrahitosmi, I'm blessed by you. Jata Kidrisho Manushaha Anitaha. Manushaha in Prakrit is Manuso. See, Manuso. That is where we have the Marathi word Manus for Manushaha. Manus. How Sanskrit turns into Prakrit, and from that Prakrit we have the regional Indian languages. Okay. So, Jata Kidrishaha Manushaha Anitaha. He just says, Bhavati Rupamatrena Manushaha na Viryena. He is Manava only for the name, but looking at his bala, looking at his shaurya, I don't feel he is just a human being. He must be someone great, Rupamatrena Manushaha na Viryena. She is curious to know, and she says, Kim Brahmanaha? Because his virya could be related not only to the physical strength, but to the intellectual wisdom as well. So, Kim Brahmanaha? He is man only by Rupa, okay? But he is much greater than that. Is it a Brahmana? Na Brahmanaha. See, the pithy sentences, small, small 1 and 2 words sentences, and so simple language. I have always been telling you, Bhasa writes in a very, very simple language. His reading is understanding. The dialogues are so curt, so cute, so simple. Any, 8th standard student who learns Sanskrit for the first time can easily understand what the meaning of it. Na brahmana. Athava sthaviraha. Thera. Thera is the word. Thera. Athava sthaviraha. Interestingly, we have in the Buddhist Theravada. Theravada is Sthaviravada. Okay. And in Marathi, there is a very derogatory term for an elderly person, a very old person, called Therda. Therda and Therdi. Therdi, Matari, and Therda is Matara. That's a very derogatory term, a pejoration, so to say. But it has been derived from the word Sthavira. Okay. Kim Sthaviraha na Vruddhaha. He said no. He is not a Vruddha, because Vruddhas are Viryena great, because they have so much of experience, life experience. So, Viryena, they are very good. Kim Balaha? Then is it a very small child? Na Balaha. Then she said, I must see who he is. So, Ubhau Parikramataha Yadi Eva Pashyamitavadenam. If it is not a Sthavira, if it is not a Brahmana, if it is not a Bala, then I must see who he is. Okay? I must see who he is. So, Ubhau Parikramataha Kim Esha Manushaha Anitaha. So, this is the man which you got. Esha Manushaha Anitaha. Amba Koyam. Yeah. So, he asked, Koyam, do you know him? Esha Manusha. Oh, you brought him. Because she immediately recognizes, right? And then he asks, oh, do you know him? Koyam. Unmattaka Daivatam Khalu Asmakam. Unmattaka, oh foolish, oh dullard, oh arrogant person. Don't you know he is our deity, he is our God. We have to worship him. Kasya Daivatam. Oh, I don't know who's Daivata. Tavacha Mamacha. He is Daivata for you as well as for me. So he is your father. She wants to reveal that. Kathamiva, kaha pratyayaha, what is the proof that he is our Daivata and I must salute him, I must respect him? Then she goes near, Ayam pratyayaha, I'll tell you what is the proof. Ayam pratyayaha, Jayatu Aryaputraha. She goes near Bhimasena and salutes him. This is customary in Sanskrit dramas, that whenever the wives greet their husbands, they have to say Jayatu Aryaputraha. Okay, Aryaputraha, Aryasya Putraha. Arya refers to father-in-law. So, Aryasya Putraha, my husband. Okay, so Jayatu Aryaputraha. So, that means he is my husband, your father. A foolish person, you don't know whom you have got for me. Then Bhima also looks at her. It is first time after marriage that they are meeting each other. So, this is their Melanam, right? One of the objectives of Madhyama Vyayoga is Hidimba Bhima Punar Melanam. Ka Punariyam Aye Devi Hidimba. Devi Hidimba. Devi is the term used for the wife by all the Kshatriyas. Okay? Devi. Devi Hidimba. And he has lot of love for her, lot of respect for her. And how he says, Asmakam Brashtarajyanam Brahmatam Gahane Vane Jatakarunyaya Devi Santapo Nashitastvaya. Aye Devi Hidimba, Tvaya, by you, Santapaha Nashitaha. Our afflictions were removed. Our sorrow was removed. When Gahane Vane Brahmatam, while we were wandering in this dense forest, Gahana, Gabhira, Nibida. So, Gahane Vane Brahmatam, how were we? Brashtarajyana. We were deprived of our rightful kingdom. अस्माकं भ्रष्टराज्यानां भ्रमतां गहने वने हे देवी त्वया संतापः नाशितः कथं जातकारुण्यया. You took compassion. You had sympathy and empathy for us who had been deprived from our kingdom, and therefore you met us and you gave us all that. Your lovely behavior, your very kind behavior towards us, that was like a soothing effect for us. Jatakarunyaya Devi Santapo Nashitastvaya. So Bhimasena is very grateful to Hidimba. She is his wedded wife, number one. And secondly, she has served the purpose of minimizing their sorrows and afflictions when they were freshly expelled and driven away from their kingdoms. Okay? So you need some sympathizers during your difficult times, and it was she who sympathized with them. Hidimbe Kimidam. And then he asked, what is this all going on? When did you start eating Narabali and all that, What's this? Kimidam. Hidimbe Kimidam. Karne Aryaputra Idrishamiva. She whispers something in his ears, like this. Whispers something. This is something secret. Now what she must have told Bhimasena, it is our guess. We have to deduce some certain conclusions from whatever things we have read till now and whatever we will be reading further. And that throws light on the character of Hidimba. Hidimba, though a Rakshasi, she will not eat a Manusha for her ahara. So, Kathamiva, what is this Hidimba? And then she says, so she must have told, see, if you go back, she has told Ghatotkacha that Asmin Vanapradeshe Kaschin Manushyaha Parimrigya Anetavyaha. In this forest, don't go away. She has had a news that Pandavas are staying in that Nibida Vana, building an ashrama, building a kuti. She wants to meet Bhimasena again. But she just can't go and just meet him. Oh, I wanted to see you. It's not modern era, right? So she has planned this drama. She has planned this drama so that she will be able to see him. Ganapati Shastri. If you remember this name in the very second lecture perhaps, 12th June 2022. In the second lecture which I gave, I told you about Bhasa and how his dramas were discovered by one great scholar whom we owe all a great deal, T. Ganapati Shastri. He, in his Upodghata, in his prologue, introduction to Madhyama Vyayoga, he says, Hidimbaya Atmakaritasya Manushagrahanasya Bhimasena Samagama Eva Ananyatha Siddha Prayojanam Abhisamhitam. What is the Prayojana? When Hidimba asks him to bring a Manusha, the Prayojana is Bhimasena Samagama Eva Ananyatha Siddha. There can't be any other Prayojana. She knew it for certain that Pandavas are residing in that vana, in an ashrama. She knows it for certain that the other Pandavas are away for the Shatakumbha being performed by Dhaumya Rishi, if you remember right. And only Bhimasena is there around, and therefore she wants to meet him under this pretext. That you bring a Manusha. He is a Manusha, right? These both are Rakshasas. And she doesn't even know that the Brahmana is going on and all that. But she wanted Bhimasena to be brought to her. Bhimasena Samagama Eva Prayojanam Na Anyat Kinchit Prayojanam. So it's very clear. So when she whispers something in his ear, it must be, I wanted to meet you, Aryaputra, and therefore I planned all this so that you will be brought to me. And I didn't want to tell it to Ghatotkacha. It was all a surprise for him. There lies much charm in surprises. If she had told your father is wandering somewhere, he is robust and he is like this and that, so go and bring him, I want to see him. That is the charm. This is a drama. This is a drama, right? So it has to be dramatized in that manner, very beautifully. I mean, this requires pratibha. नवनवोन्मेष शालिनी प्रतिभा. ये ऑर्डिनरी लोगों का बस की बात नहीं है. That requires Mahakavi Bhasa's pen to see what others can't see. Unmattaka, and then Aryaputra idrushamiva. And then Bhimasena, see the remark which he passes, Jatya Rakshasi, na samudacharena. She is Rakshasi only by birth, not by her achara, not by her behavior. It is, the humanization of the Rakshasa character. Not only Hidimba, even Ghatotkacha, if you remember earlier, when Ghatotkacha threatens the Vruddha says, no, Savimarsha ivas yavani. There is some thought in what he speaks. So though he looks cruel, his Vani has that samskara, because that samskara is genetically inherited, is it not? So Jatya Rakshasi, she is Rakshasi only by birth, not by behavior. Okay? Na samudacharena. Then Hidimba says, Unmattaka, Abhivadayasva Pitaram, he is your father. Don't you know, I saluted him as Aryaputra? Abhivadayasva Pitaram. Bhotat, chalo, maaf karo, kshama karo, okay? Bhotat, adnyanat tumaya purvam, yad bhavan na abhivaditaha, amba asya putra paradhasya prasadam kartumarhasi. Adnyanat, I did not know. Through ignorance, maya purvam bhavan na abhivaditaha. So simple. You were not saluted by me earlier because of my ignorance. I didn't know you are my father. That's why I didn't pay any respect to you. And that is, but nonetheless, that's my mistake. That's the blunder I have committed. A putra must greet his father by abhivadan. I didn't do that. So, asya putra aparadhasya. This is the aparadha from my side. Prasadam kartumarhasi. You please forgive me for that and bless me. Prasadam kartumarhasi. Aham sa dharta rashtra vana davagnihi ghatotkachaha abhivadaye putra chapalam kshantumarhasi. Putra chapalam, the misbehavior you can say here. Chapalam is chapala, chapalasya bhavaha chapalam, and chapalatva is fickle-mindedness, unsteadiness. But here putra chapala is my misbehavior, okay? So, Kshantumarhasi, you please forgive me. And the way in which he salutes his father, normally, whenever a student goes to the teacher and salutes, he proclaims, Amuka Gotrotpannaha, Amuka Sharma Aham Bhavantam Abhivadaye, So, who am I? And I am saluting you. Now, here, the way he introduces himself is also very, very significant. He says, Aham, how am I? Dharta Rashtra Vana Davagnihi. Aham Ghatotkacha Bhavantam Abhivadaye. I am Ghatotkacha saluting to you. But who is this Ghatotkacha? He is like wildfire, Davagnihi. For what? Dhritarashtra, Dharta Rashtra Vana. Dharta Rashtra, Dhritarashtrasya Putraha. So all the Kauravas, if they are like a forest, I am like a wildfire who will burn all the forest. Remember, last lecture we say that Bho Suyodhana Vardhate te Shatrupakshaha Atmaraksho Bhava. That's what Bhimasena said. Oh Suyodhana, your enemy party is growing with this Bala, Ghatotkacha is so impressed. And secondly, he is his own son, so his heart is filled with love for him, right? And such a brave son I have got. So, Vardhate te Shatrupakshaha. Now, Ghatotkacha himself saying, Dharta Rashtra Vanadavagnihi Ghatotkachaha Bhavantam Abhivadaye Putra Chapalam Kshantumarhasi. Ehi putra. He's so overwhelmed, overjoyed to see his son. Ehi putra parishvajya, Vyatikramakritam kshantameva. That which is done out of blunder, not knowing, not knowing, ajnanena kritam, tat kshantameva, that is to be forgiven. It's not that, in our Indian tradition, our Dharma Shastras say, even if you commit a mistake deliberately, there is a prayashchitta. For the first mistake, there is a prayashchitta. If you undergo the prayashchitta, you are redeemed of your mistakes. And this is done by ajnana. This is done through ajnana. So, vyatikramakritam kshantameva iti parishvajya, he embraces him tightly. Ayam sadhartha rashtra vanadavagni. He repeats the same. Here is this, the wild fire for the forest of the Kauravas. And then the sentence, putra apekshini khalu pitruhdayani. It's a generalized statement, This is Arthantaranyasa Alankara. Normally, Arthantaranyasas or all the Alankaras for that matter, we come across only in the pieces of poetry, the verses. But great poets like Bhasa, Kalidasa, Bhavabhuti, even in their prose sentences, there are Alankaras. This is a beautiful example of Arthantaranyasa. Putra apekshini khalu pitruhdayani. The hearts of the fathers are always desirous to see and meet their sons, their children. They expect their children to be in front of them. They expect them to see how they grow, Papa kehte hai bada naam karega. Is it not? So this is like, all the fathers are filled with affection when they see the exploits and adventures and, the achievements of their children. So this is the generalization. Arthantaranyasa Alankara is a universal truth. It was true in the past, it is true in the present, it will be true in the future. Is it not true that all the hearts of all the fathers are filled with overjoy when they see the achievements of their children, right? Putra apekshini khalu pitruhdayane. Putra ati bala parakrami bhava. आशीर्वाद तो देना पड़ेगा. माता से चिरंजीव, पिता says, you be ati bala parakrama, great strength and valor. Ati bala, like me, he wants to say, be like me. Ati bala parakrami bhava. Anugrahitosmi. Evam bhimasena putroyam ghatotkachaha, says the Vruddha. Now all things, like joining of the dots by Bhasa. These are all loose threads till now. Except the reader, nobody else knows. But now the Vruddha also comes to know. So, and if you don't join the dots at the end of the play, you are a bad dramatist. So, Bhasa never keeps any threads loose hanging in the air. He joins all the dots very skillfully. So, Vruddha says, Evam Bhimasena putroyam ghatotkachaha. In the mind, see, the sentence is only this much. Oh, this is the son of Bhimasena, Ghatotkacha. What is the unarticulated, unwritten part? That's why he is so brave. That's why he is like so robust like Bhimasena. No wonder he showed his prowess and all, right? So all that comes without saying. Much lies, the power lies in Vyanjana, in suggestion, than in Abhidha, expression. Expression should be less, suggestion should be more. No wonder therefore, right? All this he will think in his mind, but he will not express it. Then Bhima says, Putra abhivadaya atra bhavantam Keshavadasam. He is a Brahmana and he is going for a thread ceremony in the Matula Griha, Udyamaka Grama and all that, Kurujangala Pradesha, Vatsagotriya and what that. So, Keshavadasam Abhivadaya, Bhagavan Abhivadaya. In Abhivadaye, please forgive me for whatever chapel I did. I caught hold of you and all that. Then Vruddha's blessing, Anugraha, Ashirvada is Pitru Sadrusha Gunakirtihi Bhava. Pitra Sadrusham, Sadrusha Kirtihi Yasya. Pitra sadrushaha gunaha yasya tadrusho bhava. You be like in kirti, in yasha and guna, qualities like your father, matching your father. Pitra sadrisha gunakirtir bhava anugrihitosmi. Bhovrukodara rakshitamasmat kulam swakulam udhritam cha. Then the Vriddha addresses Bhimasena. Bhovrukodara. We have seen the words Vrukodara, Vrukasya, Udaram Ivayasya, and Vruka happens to be, Vruka means a wolf, but Vruka also means, it's a name of a fire. So this is the fire, we can say the gastric fire. So Bhimasena eats a lot, but he has the fire blazing enough to digest whatever he eats. You remember means if you have read Mahabharata, some stories, if you can remember the story of Bakasura. Bakasura required 2 bullocks and one person, one human being, and a bullock cart filled with rice, cooked rice. And in Ekachakra city, in the forest, they are staying in a Brahmana family. And that is the turn of that Brahmana's house, that every day from one house a bali was to be sent. And that Brahmana, this could be another, I think I told about it while starting the Madhyama Vyayoga. One is the Shunashepa Katha of Aitareya Brahmana, the source of this. The other is maybe the Bakasura incident. Perhaps I did not deliberate more elaborately, I didn't say, but that could be one of the sources, how Bakasura's episode, shows that Bhimasena saved a Brahmana family from the Bakasura. Here Bhimasena has saved again a Brahmana family from Ghatotkacha. So somewhere he has borrowed a few things from there, few things from Shunashepa Katha, from Aitareya Brahmana, and woven, fabricated a wonderful narrative, of his own bhasa. Bho Sharira, Bho Vrukodara, Rakshitam Asmat Kulam, you have protected our family, and Swakulam Udhritam cha, and you have given glory to your own clan, your own family. Naam roshan kar diya apne gharane ka, right? Swakulam Udhritam, held high. Gachhamastavat. Now we can go, because I am already proceeding towards that Upanayana ceremony. Bhima says, Anugrahat tu bhavataha sarvamasididam shubham ashramaha adurataha asmakam tatra vishramya gamyata. The high respect for the Brahmanas by Kshatriyas. Every time we have seen in the interaction of the Brahmana and the Bhimasena, it is always, Bhima showing respect to Brahmana family, and he always saying, I am a Kshatriya and it is my duty, bounden duty to protect a Brahmana. I have not done anything great. That's my duty. I have done my duty. Here also he says, now all this has been done. He doesn't take any credit. Yes, I protected you and I held my family name high. No, nothing of the sort. See the humility, the humbleness of Bhima. He says, Anugrahat tu bhavataha. It's all because of blessings of people like you. Anugrahat tu bhavataha sarvamasit idam shubham. All this ended so well, so beautifully. All things fell in line. It's all because of your Ashirvada. Sarvamasit tu bhavataha anugrahat sarvam shubham asid. And now he says, he offers him something. Ashramaha adurataha asmakam. Our ashrama is not very far. Not near, not very far. Adurataha asmakam ashramam tatra vishramya gamyatam. Why don't you stay there? Have our hospitality. Our means my hospitality. All others have gone. Only I am there to protect my kuti. Okay? So, tatra vishramya gamyatam. See, this is the humbleness, and this is how the Kshatriyas used to behave towards the Brahmanas in olden days. So, tatra vishramya gamyatam. Why don't you stay here for a night and then proceed further? Vriddha says, kritam atithyam anena jivita pradanena. You have already rendered your hospitality by giving us our lives back. We were to be caught. We were already caught by this Ghatotkacha Rakshasa, and it was only, when I asked, is there a way out of this calamity? And then he suggested, out of you five, one is coming with me, then I can release others, right? So he only suggested that, but you protected all of us. Not a single casualty happened here. So kritam atithyam anena jivita pradanena. You already given us our lives back. So that is your atithya. I don't require any other hospitality. Gachhamaha tavad agrataha. So let us proceed further. We will be delayed. Gachhatu bhavan sakutumbaha punardarshanaya. Bhima says, okay, I will allow you to go. Punardarshanaya, maybe some other time we will see you again. Punardarshanaya, auf Wiedersehen, see you again. Okay? Auf Wiedersehen, German. See you again. Badham prathamah kalpaha. Okay, that's a nice idea. Maybe while coming back, we may drop in. I mean, this is just to be inferred. And this is not required. I mean, whether the Brahmana family comes back or no, whether Bhimasena gives then Atithya and all, these are all immaterial. This is the way of communication. When somebody comes and when we meet somebody, and we have to call them at our house. No, why don't you drop in for a cup of tea? Don't we say, why don't you drop in for a cup of tea? So that is offering hospitality. So, Badham prathamah kalpaha saputratraya kalatraha nishkrantaha Keshavadasaha. So, Keshavadasa takes an exit with his kalatra, that is wife, and putratraya, 3 sons. I think I have told you, kalatra is the neuter gender word for wife. Wife has to be feminine. I mean, now we have other genders also, but then with the gender, what you can say, multiplication, LGBTQ and so many things, there are so many genders, but we knew of only 3, masculine, feminine and neuter. And in all 3 genders, we have a word in Sanskrit for wife. English will have only one word, wife, but in Sanskrit we have bharya in a strilinga, daraha nitya pullinga bahuvachana, and kalatra in neuter. That is the vaibhava. That is, the vocabulary, the rich vocabulary of Sanskrit language. So, saputra kalatraha nishkarantaha Keshavadasaha. Now again, this hints at another custom, prevalent custom during our times also. Even now we observe that whenever there are some distinguished guests, and when they are going, we go a certain distance to see them off. Okay? Like it is said, what is that? Odakantam pashyet, something. Odakantam pashyet. In Shakuntala we have Kanava going till a stream, Kanava along with Priyambada and Anasuya. When Shakuntala is sent for Dushanta's capital, he goes a certain distance with her. So, Hidimbe itastavat, Ghatotkacha, Vatsa Ghatotkacha, itastavat. Now not only Purusha or Ghatotkacha, Vatsa Ghatotkacha. He is his son. Openly he can address him like Bala Ghatotkacha, ye. Okay? Itastavat. Tatra bhavantam Keshavadasam ashrama padadvara matramapi sambhavayishyamaha. We all shall go. So this is the Kutumba Vatsala Bhimasena. Sa Kutumba, he wants to see off Keshavadasa when he is going. Tatra bhavantam Keshavadasam. Tatra bhavan, atra bhavan, these are the terms used to show respect. So, he is a Brahmana of a high Gotra, and he is going for performing the Upanayana. So, a performing priest, right? So, we have to give him that respect. Not that we are, hum hamare kutumba melan mein mast hai and let him go like that. We shall go little far away. Till what? Ashrama padadvaram. Till the door of the ashrama, the Hidimba's ashrama, Hidimba's Nivasasthana. So we'll go little far, Sambhavayishyamaha, to see him off, okay? And everything is over now. The Vriddha's affliction is over. He is on the way for his work, and Bhimasena and Hidimba, they have met after a long time, right? And now the play has to end. The play has to end. So here comes the last verse of this play. This is as good as a Bharatavakya. Okay. Normally in the Bhasa's plays, Imam Mahim Rajasimha Prashastunaha. Ekatapatram Mahim Rajasimha Prashastunaha. That comes as a Bharatavakya. But here there is no Rajasimha mentioned here, but a concluding verse, and that verse again indicates that Bhasa is a devotee of Lord Vishnu, God Vishnu. So his beginning verses are also, almost in all the dramas, are Vishnu verses. The last verse also is Vishnu verse. Yatha nadinam prabhavas samudro, yatha hutinam prabhavo hutashanaha, yathendriyanam prabhavam manopi, tatha prabhurno bhagavan upendraha. Yatha, yatha, yatha in the first three padas, tatha Bhagavan Upendraha Naha Prabhu. So what is that yatha? Yatha comes as Nadinam Prabhavaha Samudraha. The origination of all the rivers is ocean. How? Utpatti Layatvacha. Samudra is a vast reservoir of water. That water gets evaporated, goes up, formation of clouds, and that comes back in the form of rains which feed the rivers. So it is Utpatti, and all the rivers merge back into the Samudra. So it is the Prabhavaha. Aham Kritsnasya Jagataha Prabhava Pralayastatha, Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, right? So Yatha Nadinam Prabhavas Samudraha. Samudra is the Prabhava, the origination, is the Swami. Now here you don't just take origination, because Laya also is there. All the Yatha Nadinam Bahavombu Vega Samudrameva Vi Gachanti Apaha, right? So all the nadis, they merge into Samudra only. So here you take it Prabhava as Swami. Yatha Samudraha Nadinam Swami. Kasmat Utpatti Laya Hetutvat. Okay? Utpatti is also from Samudra. Laya is also from Samudra. As Ahutinam Hutashanaha Prabhavaha. As Hutashana, Hutam Ashnati iti Hutashanaha nama Agnihi, Vaishvanaraha. So Yatha Agnihi Ahutinam, whatever ahutis, whatever oblations we offer in the fire, who is the Swami? Swami is Agni. He takes them to respective gods. Havyavahana, that's why he is called Havyavahana. Havyam Vahayati, Tam Devam. Idam Indraya Swaha, Idam na Mama. Then that ahuti Agni will carry to Indra. Idam Varunaya Swaha, Idam na Mama. That ahuti Agni will carry to Varuna. Like that. So as Agni is the Swami, the overlord of all the oblations, Bhoktritvat, because he eats it and he just carries it forward. He is the carrier. Yatha hutinam prabhavo hutashanaha, yathendriyanam prabhavam manopi. As mind is the Lord, mind is the governor, supervisor of all the indriyas. All the indriya, there are pancha jnanendriya, pancha karmendriya, but ekadashancha manaha. If the mana is not with the indriya doesn't do the thing, what you can say, I tell you, we are seeing so many things around us every day, but we give a blind look to the surrounding things. And one day it dawns upon us, oh, here is a tree which I haven't seen it so far, and it is in full blooms. So because our mind is not there when we are seeing, our eyes do the seeing thing, because seeing is the dharma of the chakshu, But then if mind is not with it, then we don't recognize that. We don't recognize that. So mind is the Swami, the supervisor of all the indriyas. So yathendriyanam, dashendriyanam, prabhavam manaha pi prerakatvat. Mana is the thing which inspires, which triggers, which instigates, motivates all the indriyas to do their works. Tatha, like that. Prabhuhu naha bhagavan upendraha. Bhagavan upendra, bhaga. Bhaga is Shadvidha Aishwarya. Shannam Bhagaiti Irana, we say Shakti, Virya, Bala, etc. So these 6 are called Bhaga. So Bhagavan Upendraha. Upendra is the name of Vishnu. Indrasya Upa, he is deputy Indra. Upa Mukhyamantri. Like what you say, president, vice president, vice. So Upa is vice. So he is vice Indra. Not chancellor, vice chancellor. So he is not Indra, but deputy Indra, Upendraha. Bhagavan. I am remembering here the Shri Bhashya of Bhagavan Ramanujacharya and how he has given the derivation of Bhagavat. Bhakaraha, Gakaraha and Vakaraha. Ta is halanta, you need not decipher. But Bhakaraha, Bharana Poshanatvat. Gakaraha, Gamayitrutvat, Netrutvat. And Vakaraha, Vasanti Sarvani Bhutani Asmin Asaucha Sarvesham Hridayeshu. Therefore, Bha, Ga and Va. Therefore, he is called Bhagavan. He is the one who does our Bharana Poshana. He is the one who leads us, who takes us, Hastagriha Nayati iti, and he is the one who is there in our heart. And we are there in him. That is why he is called Bhagavan. So Bhagavan Upendraha, he is our Swami. Sarva Aishwariyatvat. Sa Asmakam Swami. Nishkrantaha sarve Madhyama Vyayogam Nama Natakam Samaptam. So this is a beautiful drama which we read today, and I think there is some feedback here. How Dhvani can be identified or better understood. There are nuances which are missed on a plain reading but are clearly understood when you explain. Thank you. This is from Shrikant. I really appreciate you appreciating these classes. And Dhvani, as I said, this is like there are Tisraha Shaktayaha Shabdasya. Abhidha, Lakshana, Vyanjanacha. Abhidha is the express sense. Lakshana is the implied sense. And Vyanjana is the suggested sense, suggested meaning. And the common example which is given is Gangayam Ghoshaha, given in the Kavya Prakash, in the books of poetics and aesthetics, And that is, Ghosha is a habitat in the streams of Ganga. Now it is not possible to have a big hamlet in the streams of Ganga. So you have to take not the Abhidha Artha, but the Lakshana, Ganga Tire Ghosha, a hamlet on the banks of Ganga. So here the Abhidha and Lakshana end. Mukhyartha Badhe Lakshana Syat. That is what, this is not a class of poetics. Whatever I remember, I am just telling you here. So if the main sentence, the express sense is not applicable, you go for implied sense. For example, in Marathi, we say, far hushares. Far hushares. That means you are not at all good. You are good for nothing. So what we take here is not the Abhidha, but Lakshana. And this Lakshana is Atyanta Tiraskrita Lakshana. That means you are not at all a wise person, you are a dullard. Okay? So Lakshana happens when Mukhyartha or the Abhidha Artha is not applicable. But Dhvani it is Abhidha Moolaka Dhvani. It is not based on Lakshana, it is based on Abhidha. But Dhvani is something which is like reading between the lines. As I was saying, when he says, Nanu ayam Bhimasena putraha ghatotkachaha, just now we read. This is the express sense. Oh, this is the son of Bhima called Ghatotkacha. Does the meaning end there? We have many more shades of meanings, and that occur to us by that power which is known as Vyanjana. No wonder therefore that he is so brave. No wonder therefore that he has got such a robust body, So these are all dhvanis. So dhvani, it comes by abhyasa. The more Sanskrit you read, you said that these are the nuances and which we miss when we read it, the plain meaning of the sentences we miss, and through your lectures we understand it. You can also understand many more dhvanis. It requires abhyasa. More you read, more dhvani would come to you, because dhvani is very subjective. Okay. Then Ghatotkacha, somebody says Vijay Shankar Laghate, Ghatotkacha's mother wants a Narabali. Does that mean she was a cannibal? I explained it during today's lecture, I feel, so your doubt will be cleared. Since Bhima married her, a doubt arises about him. Yeah, you are very right, but after listening to today's lecture, I think Vijay Kumarji, if you are here, Vijay Shankar Laghate, the doubt will be cleared. She is not a cannibal. This is all a plan. This is all a device for Bhima Samagama, Bhima Punarmelana. So this is all a planned drama by Hidimba. She is not a cannibal. What is the stand of Hidimba as role of a single parent? Amita Khadke. Single parent, she is a Rakshasi. Even in the Mahabharata, Vyasa says, the moment she conceived, Ghatotkacha was born. So, for the Rakshasas, and the Ghatotkacha was born, not only born, he grew up. Because she is a Rakshasi, she won't take so many months to nurture him in her Udara, and he will take so many years to grow up like a normal human being. In the Rakshasa community, it is different. So, about her single parenting and all that, as we have in Ramayana, Sita being a single parent, nothing has been given by Vyasa. I told you, Ghatotkacha and Hidimba, after the Adi Parva, they occur only in the Yuddha Parva. Not Yuddha Parva, but during the Yuddha for killing Karna, not for killing Karna, but to render his Shakti futile, and I said that Karna was given a Shakti by Indra, and he had to use it on Ghatotkacha, which he had saved to kill Arjuna. So Ghatotkacha was made a Bali for Karna's Astra, Karna's Shakti. And only that time he comes. Otherwise, there is no mention from Adi Parva. Adi Parva, the Hidimba Vadha Upaparva occurs. Adi Parva is the first Parva of Mahabharata. After that, in the original Mahabharata of Vyasa, Ghatotkacha never comes till the war, and Hidimba we don't come across at all. So we must, salute Mahakavi Bhasa for introducing such a wonderful drama where, she is depicted as a human being. And that is very evident when Bhimasena says, Jatya Rakshasi na samudacharena. She is Rakshasi only by birth but not by behavior. Her behavior is shown as Manusha, and therefore she can't be cannibal. Her behavior is shown as Manusha, therefore she does all the good samskaras on Ghatotkacha. Her behavior is Manusha, therefore all the salutations and all the vyavahara she does like a Manusha Kshatriya and not as a Rakshasi. So with this we come to an end of this, and from next Sunday we shall start Duta Ghatotkacha, another beautiful one-act play by Bhasa. But I will take a break for a while, and my own student, Dr. Sunita Patil, she will be dealing with Duta Ghatotkacha. And sometimes, Shishya Devo Bhava, we have to salute our Shishyas. She is my student and she takes pride in being my student. So even I am eager to listen to her talks on Duta Ghatotkacha. After that, we will take a break from Bhasa's plays and I will start Kalidasa's dramas. And maybe I will start with Malavika Agnimitram, a 4-act play. Of course, I won't be able to read every word because life is too short. I mean, I don't think I have many more years to complete all the dramas in Sanskrit. So, I will take up the few important verses and I'll give you the gist of every act. I'll ensure that nothing important is missed out. Okay, so I express your continued assistance and your continued engagement and encouragement for this Ola lecture series. As far as possible, you spread the word. Recently, yesterday only I got a mail from Sri Lanka, a person, a Bhante, he is a Bauddha Bhikkhu. He has translated Karnabharam in Sinhalese language and he said he was immensely benefited by my Karnabhara talks, which I took up as a first drama of Bhasa. I am very happy, and he has requested me to write a foreword in Sanskrit, and which he said he will translate into Sinhalese. So this is how the boundaries, we don't have any boundaries. The free lectures are there for everybody. So maybe some of you would come up to translate these dramas into your own regional languages or some foreign language which you know of. So the word should be spread. Bhasa's Pratibha should spread all over the world. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. See you all from next Sunday for Duta Ghatotkacha. Hari Om.